It's election day here in the U.S., but today's voting wasn't the only time people were casting ballots in Somerville. Just a week ago, voters in Brazil and here in the U.S. re-elected Dilma Rousseff as president of that country. Over 8,000 Brazilians from 4 New England states came to the Somerville High School. I covered the story with Somerville Journal reporter Danielle McLean. People walked, took the bus, and drove to Somerville High School on October 26th.
One of the reasons that we chose Somerville is because it's a city that welcomes well the immigrants that we have in the Boston area. A lot of the Brazilians live in the region, near Somerville as well.
All Brazilians who live in Brazil are obligated to vote. Voting is not mandatory for Brazilians abroad, but thousands turned out anyway.
Well, I just think as a Brazilian, as a citizen, we gotta help to choose the right candidate.
Some people traveled from other states.
I don't live in Massachusetts, I live in New Hampshire, and I drive 1 hour and a half to come here to vote. I'm here to vote because I believe in Brazil.
Others were right in the neighborhood.
We are considered new immigrants here, and our connection with Brazil is still very strong. And we have family over there, and we care about what's going on there, political-wise and economic-wise. So the reason we come is because we want to make a difference. Because politics is important for Brazilians, I think both in Brazil and here. I was just in an event this week with one of the candidates, the governors, candidate for governor of Massachusetts. So we are trying to be present and be participating on both Brazil and the United States.
Brazilian radio station Nossa Radio 1570 AM was also on hand to cover the election.
We have a lot of Brazilian community, it's very huge here. Yes, a lot of listeners, news, music, interviews. Yeah, it's very exciting. They are very concerned to vote with not just with emotions, but with a right reason to try to choose the right president for Brazil.
According to the Brazilian Consulate, almost half of all eligible Brazilian voters from 4 states, about 46%, trekked to Somerville to cast their ballots. It was the highest turnout of all 10 Brazilian consulates in the country. A 46% turnout is not too far below the typical turnout for U.S. presidential elections, which is usually about 57%.
I think for every country that it's a democracy, it's important for people to vote.
The elections are not decided by the voters abroad. There is not a single jurisdiction which holds the key to the victory. The elections may not be decided here, but for the Brazilians who live here, it's very important to come and feel that they belong, they have a relation with Brazil.
Well, I'm doing my part to make Brazil a better country in general.
Many people here today told us that the election is an important place to have their voices heard. For Somerville Neighborhood News, I'm Sarah Zheng.